up until 2024, the number of anime that I've watched, I can probably just count with 2 hands. You know what? Let's just ignore the fact that among the very few anime that I've watched, Rent a Girlfriend is one of them. But over the past 6 months, I don't know why, but I went on a crazy anime spree. Like I was binging anime after anime 24/7, which is why for today, I'll be ranking all the 80 anime that I've watched over these past 6 months. Alright, to start off, we have Oregairu, a classic. I'm gonna put in great since I quite enjoy watching it. How I got to watch it was that a lot of people actually recommended it on TikTok, so I went to check it out, and it did not disappoint. Like, the romance was well done, the characters were really likable, and the character development was built up really well in my opinion, like throughout the seasons. Next, we have Hensuki. Okay, this might be a bit controversial, but I actually think it's not bad. Although it's like a trashy anime, I'm gonna put it in good. I quite enjoy watching it. Like the girl with the dog fetish is my favorite. Next, we have ReLife. I'm gonna put it in great. Like, it's a really good slice of life anime. I'll highly recommend it. Handyman Saitou in Another World. Ooh, I'm not really sure about this one. Like, it's not good and it's also not bad. I think this is the first mid that we'll be getting. Like, the first few episodes were just individual stories that didn't really flow, but the story only started flowing like a few episodes in. And it was okay, I guess. Like, the animation, the characters was meh. Okay, Bakemonogatari is great, I feel. It's the only Monogatari series that I've watched. Like, I haven't watched the others, although I plan on watching the others. But there's like so many of them, so it's kind of like overwhelming. But when I first watched it, it was like really unique. But one part I didn't like was that I know they did it on purpose. Like, the cutscenes were too fast, so sometimes I had to pause to like read the subtitles and shit. But overall, it's like a really good anime. And Senjohara is top tier waifu material. My Tiny Senpai Is Annoying. I think that's the correct title. It is a mid. It was pretty meh. Like, I prefer the side couple as compared to the main couple. Classroom of the Elite. Ooh, this is a tough one. I binged it in like 4 or 5 days, I think. I actually enjoyed watching it, but the animation was like mid. It wasn't really that good. And I was kind of expecting some like character development for the main character. I know it's part of the plot, but I was just hoping like he gets a bit of his emotions back. But I think it's gonna take quite long for that to happen, or I don't even know whether that will happen. I'm gonna put it in good. Okay, next, Dangers in My Heart. Apparently, when I searched this up, this had like quite a lot of good reviews, and a lot of people were praising it. But for me, it was like, although it was a good watch, some parts of it was like quite boring. And for the male lead, although he had like quite a lot of character development, like he just didn't really appeal to me. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna put it in good. It just wasn't really for me, I guess. Mashle. This was one anime that I really liked, but is this peak though? I'm gonna put it in great. If anyone is looking for a funny anime to watch, I highly recommend this. Like, it's super funny, and the main character is like so overpowered that it's just funny to watch actually. Okay, next, Sword Art Online. My friend actually highly recommended me to watch this, but before watching it, I had like conflicting opinions. Since I saw on Reddit, there was like quite a lot of people that didn't enjoy it, but I went to watch it anyways, and it was pretty good, at least for the first part of season 1 and the Underworld arc. As for the second part of season 1, it was pretty below average. Season 2 was alright. It's like 50-50, I guess. I'm gonna put it in good. One part of me kind of wish that they gave more episodes to the Aincrad arc. Like, it could have easily been like 2 seasons. I don't know whether I remember this correctly, but they went from like the early levels, then suddenly jumping to level 50 or something like that. Then I was like, what happened in between? But I guess the progressive movies kind of explains it. Also, Asuna is a baddie, man. Okay, next, we have Haganai. I'm tempted to put this in what the fuck is this? You know what? I'm gonna put it there. I felt like my time was severely wasted when I watched this. Firstly, the ending wasn't conclusive at all. Secondly, the guy pissed me off so bad. Thirdly, the plot was just like, I want to make friends, which is shit. Danmachi. Okay, this is a tough one actually. I kind of have like mixed opinions about this. Season 1 and Season 4 was great. Season 2 and Season 3, I don't really remember what happened in both of these seasons. Like, they weren't really that memorable. I'm gonna put it in good. And I feel like Bell's skills kind of gets repetitive. Like the fireball shit that he throws out every single time, that does jack shit. Although I have to say, the female characters are woo! Estia, Freya, Ryu. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, next, Noragami. It's alright, I guess. It's not mid, but it's not great either. I'm gonna put it in good. Okay, the 100 Girlfriends anime. You know what, guys? This might actually be peak. No, I'm just kidding. I think it's great. It's a trashy anime, but it's trashy in a good way. And Rentaro is just a chat, a mega chat. And the female characters are all quite likable actually. The angel next door spoils me rotten. I'm gonna put this in good. Like, the romance was pretty cute, although the MVP is probably the couch. Alright, Dead Alive. This has the same problem as Danmachi. Like, some seasons were good, some seasons were bad. I think the only seasons that I actually cared for was like maybe the first season and season 4, season 5. I'm gonna put it in good. I think mid is a bit too harsh. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in good. Also, despite it having like so many girls, the only ones I cared for were like Kurumi, and probably Origami, and maybe Toka. Yeah, those three. Okay, next, The World God Only Knows. I didn't really enjoy watching it actually. Although I think quite a lot of people liked it. I forgot how many seasons were there, but it was pretty average to me. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. I'm gonna put it in mid. The Case Study of Vanitas. Ooh. I think this belongs to good. It was an okay watch, I guess. The animation was okay. Characters weren't really that likable, except maybe for Jin, or Jan as the main character would say. I think this is called Demon School Iruma-kun or something. It's good. It's good. Some parts were funny, but some parts were like quite boring. And maybe it's just me, but I don't really like it when the main character of an anime is like quite wimpy. Like I don't really enjoy that type of characters. Okay, next. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing this right, but Ayla hides her feelings in Russian. Is that even the correct title? I know it's a long one, but it's great. I think it's great. I actually quite enjoy watching it. Maybe I just have a thing for like hot anime goals. Or is it good? Maybe it's a high good. I'm just gonna put it in good. If the plot was a bit more interesting, it would be a great. But the student council plot was just meh. This is Renai Bokun, I think. I might have butchered the title, but I think this is Renai Bokun. This is also good. It's a trashy anime, but it's a good watch. I promise. It's actually quite a good watch. Like the plot is super dumb, but it's also funny at the same time. And the red hair girl is like top tier waifu material too, man. I think if I remember correctly, the plot is basically this girl is a cupid, and the two names that she writes down in her notebook will basically kiss and become a couple. Yeah, it sounds stupid, but it's actually quite funny. So I can't play H. This is mid. I can safely say this is mid. It's like a shittier version of High School DxD. Okay, I think this is called Trapped in the Dating Sim. The animation was like average, but I quite enjoy watching it, especially the male lead. Like the male lead just doesn't give a fuck, which I kinda like. I'm gonna put this in good. Okay, next. I don't really remember the exact title for this, but I know there's Masamune-kun and there's Revenge in the title. And it belongs to mid. It wasn't really that good of a watch. Plot was Snow White with the red hair. Is this the first shoujo that we have? I think it might be the first shoujo that we're putting in the rankings. It's good, it's good. Next, we have Nisekoi. I'm gonna put it in good. It was an okay watch. One thing that I don't like about these types of anime is that it's a harem, right? So you kind of expect that the main lead will end up with a girl, but sometimes it ends at like, okay, so for Nisekoi, there's only 2 seasons, but the manga is already finished, so I kind of know who he ended up with. But as for the anime, if you only watch the anime, you don't know who he will end up with, if that makes sense. So if you just watch the anime alone, it's not conclusive, and I don't really like non-conclusive endings, if that makes sense. And as for harems, there's usually a non-conclusive ending. I don't know why they do this, but I just don't really have a thing for like non-conclusive endings. Like I need closure. Ooh, finally we have High School DxD. I think we can all have a general consensus that it is easily peak. No, I'm just joking. I think it should belong. It's great, it's great. Like for what it is, actually no, just for the oppai alone, it's great. God, I sound like such a degenerate just saying that. For like what the anime is, like the genre, I think it's easily the top. Although they show a lot of their oppai, which I assume that all of you know what oppai means. And I'm not complaining that they're showing that. Like I'm grateful. Like it's entertaining at the same time. You get what I mean? I feel like only the Kumas will understand. Okay, next, Oresuki. This was quite a good anime. The plot was alright. I forgot what the name of the female character was, but I really liked her in the anime. The one with the glasses. Alright, ReZero aka Peak Zero. I think we might have our first peak anime. Yeah, I think it belongs to peak. Like the characters, the plot, the animation, everything was really well done. Although I have to say, right, for the first 19 to 20 episodes, Subaru was just fucking annoying. Like he was just a hard watch. Especially that scene where before him and Juliet fought, where the candidates were all like gathered together, then he started spewing out nonsense. But he gradually gets better and better. Like there's decent character development with him. And I think that's like the charming part of the series. And right now he's like quite a decent main character, if that makes sense. I haven't watched the first part of season 3, but I heard it was like really good. But I just want to ask, when is Ram coming back? Like how long is she gonna be sleeping for? Like, I just want her back, man. Next, Campione. To be honest, I don't really remember what this was about. I think it's about the main character going on to kill gods, and it's a harem too. Surprise, surprise. Oh, I remember. It's basically the guy killing gods, but he gets his power by kissing girls. Yeah, it sounds stupid, but that's what it is. It is mid. It's mid. It wasn't really a hard watch, but it was below average, I guess. Boarding School Juliet. This was good. I don't really have anything else to say, but it's just a good romance. Okay, next we have Sounds of Life. I think this is called Kono Oto Tomare in Japanese. This is easily great. This was like the first few anime that I watched when I started getting into it, like during the 6 months. The animation was quite meh, but the characters, the plot were all like quite good. Like I really like the characters, especially the main characters. These two especially. I think it's called Chika and she's called Satoa. There's a bit of a slight romance between them. It's kind of a slow burn, but it's pretty good. It's basically an anime about the Japanese traditional instrument. I think it's called koto. And I swear, the music, right, in this anime is like super good. It's like really nice to listen to. I really like the anime to the point where I went to read the manga. And the manga is like super good also. I'm kind of hoping that it gets a season 3 since the manga is kind of in its final arc right now. Okay, Blade of Tempest. This was like a mystery action anime. It was quite good actually. Like the first part was quite entertaining, but it kind of fell off in the second part. Golden Time. Okay, this is gonna be an unpopular opinion, but I didn't like it. It was too slow for me. Honestly, I found it quite boring. Although I know like quite a lot of people like it, but I don't think it's like for me. In my humble opinion, I might have to put it mid. Like I didn't really enjoy it. The characters weren't really that likable also, for me at least. I'm gonna put it mid. Oh, this is an anime with the longest title. I think it's called I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World. It's mid. It's mid. It was alright, but the animation was like PowerPoint slides. The plot was okay. I was okay with the plot, but the animation just wasn't it, man. Silent Voice. Okay, this is peak. This is peak. It brought me on like a roller coaster of emotions, especially like the last part. Like the animation was really good also. Okay, what is this? I think this is the Asterisk War. Yeah, this was mid. I didn't really like the character design for this, and it's quite similar to the Chivalry of a Failed Knight. Like the concept is quite similar, but I think the Chivalry of a Failed Knight did it better, like way better. Okay, next, the Cafe Terrace and its Goddesses. Okay, hold on. Those that haven't watched this might be thinking that it's basically a trashy harem anime, but I can attest, it's pretty good. Like when I started it, I was expecting it to be the typical harem trash, but it turned out okay. Although I have to say, right, if it ends up with the blue hair girl, right, the anime instantly becomes, what the fuck is this? Any of the 4 girls is alright, just not the blue hair girl. Alright, I don't really know the exact title for these 2, but it's Yamada and level 999 or something. It was a cute romance, I guess. Good. This is Kubo-san Won't Let Me Be Invisible. This was pretty cute too. It's good. Summertime Rendering. I recently just finished watching this actually. I think it's quite underrated. I don't really see that many people talking about it, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm gonna put it good, but it's like a high good. Okay, Chivalry of a Failed Knight. This is great. As I said just now, it's like way better than Asterisk War. They're like quite similar in the concept used, but this is like way better. And the romance is like way better also. Like the pink hair girl, another waifu material. Strike the blood. Alright, I have quite a few things to say about this, and they aren't exactly good. Okay, firstly, why does this have 5 seasons? Why does this even need 5 seasons? Okay, secondly, I think you guys need to watch this to understand like the pain of hearing this. Like the amount of times the female lead calls the blue hair guy senpai, right? I think it's about more than 1,000 times. I'm pretty sure. Senpai. Just because of how much pain this put me through, like of watching the 5 seasons, right? I was waiting for it to get better, but holy shit, it doesn't. And if I remember correctly, the female lead is a minor. I think she was like 14 or something. So I was like, what the fuck? Okay, finally we have Bleach. This is peak. This is fucking peak. Yes, this belongs here. So I know the big 3 is like Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece, right? I watched Naruto before. That was like years ago. I had thoughts about watching Bleach, but I kept delaying it right until, right? Was it 1 month ago or 2 months ago? I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw a few clips of the latest season, which was 1000 Year Blood War, and the animation was fucking good. Like I thought to myself, holy shit, what the fuck is this animation? Like it was like movie material. Then I told myself I should actually just watch it now. So I went to watch it and holy shit, it's fucking good. Except for the fillers. Like I watched most of the fillers, but I skipped a few, but most of the fillers were Personally, I feel that the Soul Society arc is like one of the best arcs in anime. And holy shit, the 1000 Year Blood War, like I said, the animation is fucking good. I feel like I'm basically watching a movie for free. You get what I mean? Also, right, when they say Bankai, it's like getting an orgasm. Anyway, the conclusion is it's peak. You all should go watch it. Skip the fillers, but for the main storyline, it's really good. Okay, The Last Crusade. I'm gonna put it in good. I quite enjoy season 1. Season 2 kind of stopped halfway or like 4 or 5 episodes in. I think they were taking it back for like, cause the animation was like poor as shit. So they were like redoing it. I think this is called Chilling in Another World with level 2 super cheat powers. It's another typical OP MC isekai anime. It was okay. It was okay. It wasn't bad. I'm gonna put it good. Like the girl, forgot what her name was, but take note, Wolf Girl with humongous oppai. Waifu material. This is, I think it's the No One Remembers Me in Another World anime. It's mid. Actually, is it what the fuck is this? The animation was quite bad actually. The plot actually had like potential. It was just not really that well done, I think. It could have been like polished better and the animation could have been better. Yeah, I think mid is like reasonable. Okay, Spirit Chronicles. Just for season 1, right, which I thought was quite okay, I'm gonna put it good. But season 2, right, I've watched like 6 episodes and it's horrible. Like the audio has problems. The pacing is just, I don't know, it's like super slow. Yeah, it's not really it, man. Ari feel retard. Oh, this pains me to put it at mid. I think this has to be mid. I think this, right, had so much potential, but right, I don't know whether it's like a studio problem. The pacing of the anime, right, is super garbage. Like I think this might have like one of the worst episode ones. Like the pacing, right, if I remember correctly, like when I started it, right, it made me even more confused than SAO. Like it just jumped from scene to scene without even explaining like what happened. I had to go and watch like a YouTube video explaining what actually happens in episode 1 of this anime. Maid Sama. I'm gonna put this in good. Not gonna lie, the guy's a bit of a red flag. Like the stuff he does is sometimes questionable, but the romance was okay. It was alright. Trinity 7. It was good. Not really that memorable. It was alright, I guess. High School of the Dead. I honestly think this had like quite a lot of potential. I heard the manga artist died, so they can't really continue the anime. Yeah, I'm gonna put it good. Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches. It's like a dumb, trashy anime, but it's kind of funny. The romance was I might actually have to put it mid. Yeah, I'll put it mid. You Are Miss Servant. Okay, this is a recent one. I'm gonna put it good. I quite like the maid. Didn't really like the male lead. Maybe it's mid. I'll leave it at good. This is Battle Game in 5 seconds. This is mid. The guy is basically like a shittier version of Ayano Koji. Like, I'm sorry to say, but he gave me like heavy Ayano Koji vibes. And the plot wasn't really that good. I didn't really enjoy it. The Fruits of Grisaia. This is good. The male lead is like a mega chat. The backstory of this red hair girl, right, is quite fucked up actually. You guys should watch it. Domestic Girlfriend. This is easily mid. I don't really recall why I wanted to watch it, but it was just a shit show. Black Summoner. I'm sorry, I think you belong to what the fuck. It's kind of like a shitty isekai. Wasn't that interesting. Animation, I didn't quite like also. Next, we have Love After World Domination. This was really good. I'm gonna put it great. Like, it's a super good romance and it's super funny also. I enjoyed the vibes that the anime gave. I heard the manga was ended early. I forgot the reason why, but we also most likely won't get a season 2. It's kind of a shame. It's super underrated in my opinion. Like, no one really mentions this. Smartphone in Another World. This is instant mid. I've realized, right, a lot of the isekais is just like not that good. Also, right, this guy, his harem comprises of like underage girls, which is kind of fucked up. But he's a good guy, but I don't know, his harem is comprises of underage girls. Akame ga Kill. Oh shit, this anime, right, holy shit, it was depressing. I'm gonna put it good. Like the action scenes were not bad, quite good actually. But right, the deaths, right, of the good characters was just like holy shit, it was gruesome. Okay, spoilers, right, you can skip this if you don't want to hear. But Chelsea's death, right, holy shit, like they didn't need to do her like that, man. And I was so sad when mine died. Like the whole team, right, was just dying one by one. Even the male lead, I didn't expect him to die. I thought he was the main character, but I guess the show is called Akame ga Kill for a reason. And can I just say, as death, holy shit, waifu. Okay, a couple of cuckoos. Fun fact, this was actually the first anime that I watched when I got into my anime era, and I don't know why. Like, why the fuck did I pick this? I'm sorry, but I might have to put this in what the fuck is this. Like, it's pretty shit. The plot was just not it, man. Alright, Dust Maiden in Amnesia. This is also quite underrated. Like, I don't really see this being recommended. I'm gonna put this in good. I think it was like a kind of like a supernatural anime with like ghosts and stuff. It wasn't really that scary, but I really like the goal. Yes. Redo of Healer. You know what? I actually forgot I watched this. You know what? Peak. I'm just kidding. I think it belongs here. Okay, let me think about what to say. If I just think about it as a hentai, right, it's not bad. I don't think it's classified as a hentai, right? Is it? I'm not really sure. But as an anime, overall, it's the plot was garbage, I have to say. Like the revenge plot was like Also, right, the reason I even watched this was like I was curious about why so many people were like always talking about it when they mention like a fucked up anime. Like someone would mention like Redo of Healer. So I was like, how fucked up can it be? And I watched it. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Holy shit, this is fucked up. Yeah, I think it's safe to say it's what the fuck am I watching? Okay, next. I think this is called 2.5D Seduction. This actually surprised me a lot. Like I didn't expect it to be good. I thought this was like just like the typical cosplay ecchi anime. Like it slowly builds up, right? And it gets like better and better like with each episode. Like the later episodes, right, were actually pretty good. And the characters are quite likable actually. Okay, next. Chain Soldier. Yet another harem. You guys can kind of see a trend here. It's mid. Other than my girl Tenka, the characters were like, I don't really like them actually. Yes. The superior harem. I think this is called Harem in the Lady Brief World or something. Don't even question why I watched this. Alright. I'm gonna put it good just for Raccoon Girl. I know this kind of like contradicts with some of the things I said, but at least, right, for this anime, although the plot I can't really remember that well, the ending, he ends up with all the girls. That's kind of a conclusive ending, if that makes sense. And Raccoon Girl kind of carries. The male lead, I don't remember what he does. I only remember Raccoon Girl. Moving on. Banished from the Heroes Party. I really like this actually. I think this is great. Just because, right, these two characters, like the female character, I think it's called Rit. The male lead, I forgot what his name was, but I really like those two. The romance was super good also. Like, it starts off early, which I really liked. Is this a romance anime? I think it's partly a romance anime, but usually with romance anime, they sometimes don't even get together, you know what I mean? Or like only like the last episode or something, then they confess. Anyways, this was really good. Alright, My Dress Up Darling. It is good. Like, there isn't that much plot to it, but the animation is really good. I really like the animation style by Cloverworks. Marine Waifu Material. Next, we have Spy Family. I'm actually put it peak considering how much I enjoyed it also, but I'm gonna put it great. Likewise, right, there isn't much plot to it, but it's super wholesome, super cute, super funny, and yeah, if you just want like a wholesome anime to watch, like, this is highly recommended. It's super good. Quintessential Quintuplets. You know what? This could have been great, but considering the ending, since I was rooting for my girl Miku and Itsuki, it has to be good. The ending brought it a tear down, but overall, I enjoyed it. Just that the ending wasn't really my liking, since Yosuba wasn't really my top pick. It's probably like my fourth favorite girl. Komi can't communicate. I might actually put it mid. Like, it was quite boring. It wasn't really that funny to me also. Okay, Hell's Paradise. This can be good and great actually, but I'm gonna put it good. Like, it wasn't really that impactful. How should I explain this? The action scenes were good, and considering it's MAPPA or MAPPA, how do I even pronounce this? But the animation is always like likely to be good. But the plot was just, it wasn't really to my liking, I guess. And also, right, the side characters, right, I didn't really like took a liking. Yeah, that's my issue with Hell's Paradise. But overall, it's quite a good anime. Steins Gate. I think the general consensus is that it's peak, and I agree. It's really good. Although the first few episodes were like quite slow, but it builds up and things starts getting like super good after you clear like the first few episodes. Yeah, the chemistry between Kurisu and Okabe, right, I think it's one of the best in my opinion. I think overall, right, the concept of time travel and like how it's done, right, in this anime is really well portrayed. Kurisu also has to be like one of my favorite female characters. I don't know, she's super cute, and there's something about her voice. It's like quite soothing to like listen to. Next, we have Peak Clover. I'm so tempted to put it peak. Like, I really liked it. You know what? Fuck the haters. I'm gonna put it peak just because I really enjoyed it. I don't really know what's the general consensus of Black Clover, but in my personal opinion, the fights, right, I think they were like quite well done, and the characters, right, all have like quite a strong presence, if I can say. Especially like the Black Bull Guild, right, all of them have their moments, if that makes sense. I do think there's like a general consensus that Esta shouts too much, which I kind of agree. Like, for the first 19 to 20 episodes, he just shouts a lot, and it was like super annoying. Like, the voice is just straining. But I don't know whether I got used to it or like the shouting gets less worse. But it's kind of okay now. It gets me hype, like when he shouts and shit. Or maybe I'm just weird. Also, right, what's the BGM called? I think it's called Haruka Mirai. When the song plays, right, oh shit, you know shit's gonna go down. Such a banger, bro. I do hope they kind of continue it soon, since they stopped halfway. Or maybe not even halfway, but they stopped at the Spade Kingdom arc, which was where shit gets hype and the fights is like damn good also. I went to read the manga after I finished the anime, since the anime stopped at like such an ambiguous point. But the manga is really good also. I highly recommend it. Wait, what is this? I think this is 100 if I remember correctly. This is what the fuck. This was bad. This was really bad. It's an anime about Max, but yeah, it wasn't really that memorable. And it's also a harem, and he ends up with the wrong girl, aka not my favorite girl. So yeah, it's quite bad. The plot was quite shit also. Okay, Fate Unlimited Blade Works. This is easily great. I haven't watched the other stuff like Fate Zero, Heaven Feel. Like, on top of having like one of the best tsunderes, aka Rin, the animation was clean as expected from is the studio Ufotable, the one that did Demon Slayer. The animation was just super clean. Like, the fight scenes was like hella good. I should get started watching like the other Fate stuff. I heard Fate has like one of the most complicated universe. Like, there's so much shit. I saw was it Giguk, his video about Fate. The shit is complicated as fuck. Alright, we have reached the last three. Bunny Senpai. This is great. Easily one of the better romances out there. My easily top 10 waifus. Yes. There's a lot of the supernatural stuff also, like in the anime, which is kinda interesting. I'm actually quite excited for the university arc. Next, Eminence in Shadow. This is great. One of the better isekais that I've watched. Is it right to say it's like a parody of isekais? But it's quite funny. Like, it's a trashy anime, like a dumb trashy anime, but trashy in a good way, which makes it more... Is the word charming the right word? The main lead, right? Is he called Sid? I think he's called Sid. He's funny. He's funny as fuck. Like, he just doesn't give a fuck. Lastly, we have Solo Leveling. Yeah, this is great. I really enjoyed it. I even went to read the manhwa after I finished the anime, and it's really good also. I think the anime was quite well adapted. Like the animation was super good, the fight scenes were clean, and yeah, Sang Jin-woo is him. He's him. Alright, we are officially done. Holy shit. Let me know your opinions about the list. Like, I'm quite interested to know. And if you have any recommendations for me to watch, I will be super interested to know, since I'm like still in my anime era. Like, I'm watching anime like basically every day. I'm actually watching Attack of Titan now. Like, I'm close to halfway of season 1 and it's really good. I'm probably gonna end the video here. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next video. Bankai!